On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Happy Friday. This is the Saucy on a Late Night podcast, and we are your hosts, okay? I am the Sauce, Big Saucy, Mike Edwards, your boy. To my left, I got the one, the only artist known as Spanish Poppy, formerly known as Spanish Poppy. Okay, Mark Magana, what's
Yo,
good,
yo, yo.
brother? To my far right, we've got Mr. T. Mills.
Yo,
He has returned
I am back.
for a second time around.
I'm better than ever.
That second lineup, Yankees, amen.
Hey,
And
take
to my center right, we've got a very special guest. It makes sense that it's getting real hot and real steamy right now with this fireplace, baby, because this man means so much to so many people. This is our best friend who the world is about to be reintroduced to. Former artist, now working at one of the top communications, jobs in the world, companies in the world. The one, the only, Giovanni, no middle name Mio. How are we, my brother?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm doing better. You actually gave me like the full-on government name.
Yo,
You know how many times people call me Gio Mio? I've
yo.
lost count.
No, Giovanni, okay? This is 07. This is 2007
Oh
right
man,
here.
we're going there.
2007. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about Gio Mio. This guy really, when I say means something special to all of us. I mean, we've known him for what now, Gio? 17 years?
I've known Mills since day one of high school. So that was what, 07?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So that would
we're
be
at.
Yes.
No,
Oh,
actually, it's 18.
18 years.
That is 18 years.
18 this year.
Right. And
Friendship is legal.
do you want to tell them about how we became acquainted, Gio?
Well,
Yeah, put the mic up for this one, Gio. We need
Closer?
to hear this
All right.
one.
this is a
It's
fireside
just
chat.
just point it to you.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's been a while, so
yeah, you're good.
getting the rookie jitters out. But for those who are not acquainted with myself and Mike, our friendship didn't really start on the highest of notes,
Oh, Lord have
pun
mercy.
intended.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Mills and I
This is going to make for
were
good
day
TikTok.
one high school friends because of homeroom, the last name's close, Miller, Mio. So I think it was sophomore year,
Nah, it was freshman year.
freshman year, yes. He told me about, you know I liked rap music. We bonded over Eminem and everything, and he mentioned that his friend rapped.
I feel like my dad's telling me a story right now. Keep going.
I couldn't hear you because of the train.
Yeah.
But
He is a dad though.
I mean, I basically said, yeah, listen, man, like I love rap music. I love finding new artists. And if he goes to St. Anthony's, I'll definitely give him a shot. And so that's when I first heard this man's first ever mixtape. I think it was his first mixtape.
First
Born
ever.
a soldier, raised a fighter.
Raised a fighter.
Listen, from day one, I'm like, this name is hard. I love this mixtape name. Like, this is going to be some great shit.
But
But, and I say this with the kindest of buts, I went to Mills a couple days after I listened. I'm like, yo, Mills, like, your boy's got talent. He's got great, like, flow and everything, but, like, I just don't feel it. Like, he wasn't putting the effort in. It sounded bland. The words were there, but the messenger wasn't.
yeah.
And so he relayed it to you, and
And the message wasn't taken well.
And,
It
and
was-
Mike came around the corner, literally around the corner at school on the third floor. Who is Gio Mio?
Yeah.
Where is this
Iconic.
kid? Who is he? Where is he? I gotta talk to him. And I just went, he's right here. I said, he's right here.
snitching me since 2007. But after that, he took it pretty well. And then there was one day where, sometimes when you first meet somebody and you don't get the best impression, you become the best of friends.
Oh, do you, G?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because you and I became close over basketball,
Wow.
bonding over Kobe Bryant and, the suffering of the Knicks fans and everything. But there was one moment where we played basketball. I think it was with Alex Butler. Shout out to him.
He know it
And-
was. He playing like he didn't remember who it was. You know who it was.
Listen,
Please.
you got to make it like you got to make the people care.
Was
You
that
gotta
the 3-on-3?
anticipate it.
No,
no,
it was a
2-on-2.
2-on-2.
$20. I know that because I was a poor guy at the
It was
time.
Desir was in there too, right?
No, it was.
He wasn't. It was you and Mike versus
Yeah.
Butler and myself,
Oh.
$20 each. And I remember that because we got our ass kicked. I lost $20, but I gained a friend because I'm like, you know what? You all right. You know, you good. Not just a basketball.
And fry burgers were cheaper that week.
Yeah, exactly.
That is an amazing story.
And
here's
ever
the
since
thing.
then, it's been nothing but constant group chats, nicknames, something to do with the esophagus, and we're still here.
Well, and he left out the most important detail that Mike ended up being Gio's best man at the wedding.
Yes,
At his
Yeah.
it
wedding.
was.
Yep.
Next to my brother.
Like the progression
Touche.
That's the thing.
from
I told
point
that
A to
exact,
point B.
Yeah.
I told that exact story at his wedding, and the entire we've got to maybe cut to some of it within this episode.
Yeah,
We
let me
can.
know. I can get
They
you the
would
footage.
die.
Yeah, we can. We can.
Right. I was like, what on earth is this Italian no middle name rhyming short Italian brother telling me about rap just cause his name rhymes doesn't mean that he gonna tell me about my rhymes. I'm like, what? But long behold, Gio, no middle name Mio, okay? And I've gotta give props. Like we were talking about it a little bit like before you got here. Like, the summer of 2015, I feel like was like really powerful for all of us in particular because not only a few months before that we reconnected with Mark. Okay, so shout out Mills for that. Okay.
Was
For
that
this-
2015?
Well,
So
I
2015
reconnected with you in 09
Yeah.
over Call of Duty with Chris.
Yeah.
And then you came around a couple times throughout the end of high school, but you never met Gio until afterwards.
Until after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and so that's where I was going with it because early 2015, end of 2014, that's when we got reconnected with Mark because back from elementary school. But then summer of 2015, that's when you, after we went out every single weekend that summer,
Savages.
made the first big boy move out of the group and moved out to Connecticut. He's like,
Yeah.
he came out one night, we all got wasted, and he's like, guys, by the way, I'm moving. We're like, what?
What do you mean you're moving?
Bro, it was a full-on, like, Shreggy?
Track? What? He's like, I'm moving. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. All right. So my question is, it's been 10 years since then. Obviously, a lot has changed, but what do you, for you, tell the audience what most has changed? And I want to hear that answer from everybody, by the way.
So,
but to
like,
start
since
with Gio.
2015?
Yeah, what's
Okay.
changed since 2015?
Well,
10 years.
Well, first of all, that's when all of us graduated from college. So that's, like, right then and there. I got a job at a local Fox affiliate station as a local news editor. And that was when I told him I was moving in the summer to move up there in October of 2015.
Thought he was going to be with Stephen A. Smith. for
I
sure.
mean, technically, we'll get there.
hey.
But got the job, worked my way up the company, met my now wife, and like a year or two after.
Shout out Amber.
Shout out Amber. I know she's probably doing something with the garage right now, knowing her. Can never sit down. Love you to death, but it's okay to take a break. But yeah, got married, have a beautiful kid. Well, at the moment, 18-month-old son. Got a nice condo,
Right.
working our way towards a standalone house. Working the dream job I've wanted since I was a kid. I mean, life can always be better, but it's great right now.
Oh, I love that. I love
All
that.
right.
Now, the way that you describe it, and Mark, I definitely want you to jump in here because I feel like you got a different perspective. Like, fast forward from then to now, some people I feel like always say, oh, I would want to go back to college or whatever the case may be. But, like, listen, there was a time and a place, and, like, with where things have stood, I can't say that, I could have predicted, like, where life is at right now. But life, to your point, there's so much to be grateful for given everything going on in the world right now, So, I mean,
Well-
you lived in Colombia forever and now came back here. Like, how's the last 10 years been for you?
I only lived there 6 months, dude. It's not like I
I
fucking
know.
lived there a long ass time.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
I'm talking about it like you lived there 6
yeah.
years. but still.
But I don't know. I feel like the topic I'm more. I don't know if you guys care about it, but the topic I would want to talk about is like people that move out of state. Like,
Ooh.
because I feel like a lot of New Yorkers,
Let's talk about it then.
because a lot of New Yorkers, some want to move because of different
Reasons.
reasons, and then some, have to move because of work, not being, not finding a job here in New York. Different things that, you know, it's become normalized nowadays. I feel compared to back in the day where New York used to be like the place to be. Let's say.
I think that it still is in a lot of cases, but I think that you become prone to being immune to everything around you when you've lived here so long. So what I mean by that is we all know certain people that have stayed on and have never left Long Island.
True.
Long Island is a very interesting place to live because it's not far from the city. You're still in the metro, but you're pretty much in your own world once you get into like eastern Nassau County. So for me, I agree with what you're saying, but I also break it into parts depending on where you're from because, like the city is such a big just area in itself to where you could find both the folks that'll never leave and you'll find the folks that just got here from leaving another place,
True. Yeah, you're right about that.
you know.
But I don't know. Like I feel like from the people, at least I went to school with,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say 20% moved out of state.
20%. So for out of every 10 people, 8 people moved out.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It's fair.
20%.
It's fair.
Yeah,
Florida.
maybe higher.
Florida, Cali,
Carolinas,
Carolinas.
What about Texas?
handful. Yeah,
Yeah, not
Texas
as many.
only one for me. Yeah, only one for me.
Not many.
But I know like people
Massachusetts, Connecticut.
Connecticut. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who went upstate.
So a lot of people
Like-
have stayed to that point. A lot of people have stayed in the area, in the metro area, but just don't live in New York anymore.
Well, it's proximity at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
You're keeping you're trying to find a similar lifestyle to the proximity that you had.
Right.
Yes. But that's what I mean. Like I feel like a lot of people, and not because, like I said, some people didn't like the job. Like I know of, let's say, a police officer who didn't like his job in the city and that's why they moved to Florida.
Yeah.
Because it's to a degree
It's different.
different. Yeah.
It's different.
Compared to up here.
There's other things going
Compared
on
to the city.
down there.
Exactly.
It's
It's different.
It's different. I will say that when you're near the city, it really never sleeps.
Correct.
So when people say, "Oh, would you have wanted to live in the city?" I say, when I was younger, the one thing I regret is not getting it out my system and living in the city. I would, listen. I would have went crazy. I already went crazy.
Just what to
Already went crazy. I would, you know what I'm saying? Thank God I'm alive. Thank God I'm alive. You know what
True.
I'm saying?
True.
So, but now it's like there's something about being in the suburbs that like you just come from out of that and it's like that sense of decompression. You feel what I'm
Calming.
saying? Yeah. I mean, you work in Jamaica, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, the hardest thing is the commute.
Right. 'Cause
Right,
Taylor, he's in Montego Bay. He's in Jamaica.
Yeah,
No, I'm joking.
I wouldn't be here if I was in Montego Bay.
Touche.
But yeah, no, I mean, the hardest thing about it is commuting back and forth. Because where I am, I'm dealing with now it's like an hour and 20 minutes in the morning, hour 15, 10 on a good day. And then in the afternoons, it's like an hour 35, an hour 45 to get home.
Yeah.
So that's like a total of 3.5 hours a day total. And that's a part-time job if you think about it.
There's been times that I feel like it's taken you 4 to 4.5 hours. That like
For the whole day.
Yeah, when we used to go to the gym, like there were some times that you literally took,
where I couldn't get up to there until like 6:40,
it,
6:45.
it would take you a long time, and
Yeah.
you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm stuck in traffic. It's not moving."
Well, it would also be
like-
different because traffic patterns are way different at different times of day. So if I got out at like a normal time, or 10 minutes, 15 minutes after the students leave, that's much easier to manage. I'd be leaving at 2:45, 3 o'clock. as opposed to where I am now, 4:15, 4:25. I'm
Yeah.
getting out and I'm hitting rush hour, dumped into rush hour traffic.
Yeah.
Way different set of circumstances. Because when I leave at like 2:30, we're out
It's
early
fun.
for the day. I'm home in an hour, and it's not that bad. And I
Yeah.
can't take I could take mass transit. Like we've all gotten on train here before,
Yeah.
but it's just I'd have to take the train, then I got to get on a bus that takes me east just to go back that way, and then down on a whole nother bus. Like it's like
Have
it's
you guys
just,
all taken a bus in Long Island? I've never taken a bus on
No.
Long Island.
I've
never,
not.
never.
It's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, you've had it.
Bro, so the one time I had to go to summer school, okay, I will never forget this, bro. My mom made an example of me. Like, made an example. Like, I had to either take the bus or walk to summer school.
Wait,
Like,
really?
Yeah, it was, she did, like, her and my dad, listen, to their credit, because, like, I turned out all right, except for certain days. Bro, I had to take that bus, okay, both to summer school and to work, and then I would walk back home from summer school, right? Like, and let me tell you something. In every other school, I'd have passed. I wouldn't have been there. It would have been a dub. But St. freaking Anthony's, okay, has a passing average of 75. Not 70, not 65, not 69. Not none of that. Not none of that.
There's also something crazy about that I'll wait for a second here, because like we had the 75, right? We had the 75 passing, and I tell students that I'm like, you wouldn't survive a day in my high school, and they're like, why? And then it comes down to the conversation of, dude, my passing was 75. And they're shocked. They're like, how is that legal? How is that legal?
How is that legal?
Okay, you don't need to put the extra wood in there, bro. You're good. What's wrong with
This is some great content, Mark. Really,
Oh, we're gonna have
really
to-
adding to the show.
Bro, we're going to have to cut that whole thing.
No, I wouldn't cut it. I had slow motion.
No. When you watch that back, you're going to
I
want to
wanna-
cut that.
No. We're gonna leave that
I
in.
want to.
No,
I want to
no,
zoom
no.
in of
We're
him
gonna
messing up.
how you just acted like a failure.
No.
I broke it.
Yes.
I broke it, man.
We're
No,
talking
I
about-
I couldn't take it
We're
out.
talking about summer school and failing, and you just failed to open the door to add wood. You were on brand, my friend.
See, I
And
got
love
you guys.
that about you. You just get it. You get the content. You get the context.
St. John's was a 70, so I didn't fail, so it's fun.
That piece of firewood was as thick as your brain. I swear to God. Please. Anyways, yeah, I've had to take that bus. It's not fun. But it is what it is. Listen, it teaches you discipline. It teaches you discipline for sure, because you better be catching that bus, otherwise you walking. And like, I didn't have really good shoes at that time, so it's,
So his feet was hurting.
I'm still kind of curious on like Gio's perspective on like the last 10 years, how like, and it kind of begs a question, because when we talked about you were in Colombia for 6 months, you were back and forth to the city, me like in that position that I still am for the last 10 years now, right? Did you feel ready at that time? Like, in hindsight, did you feel ready at that time to make that move at 20 or 22 years old?
I say the same thing about parenting. You're never ready for any of this stuff. Like, you can like get the job offer, you can, be ready to move up state and wherever you want to go, and you're thinking like, today's the day I'm gonna get out of here. But like, then that nostalgia hits, that like moment. Every summer we used to go, at least for like you and I, like before going to, our dorms and everything, going up to college, like you'd have that hit of like, oh man, like really happening.
Those
And-
college visits, man.
Yeah. Well, we can get into that later, but it's kind of like that, where it's like you don't really feel it. Like it feels like a regular day, like it is right now, and then you think about it, and then it just, like, damn, shit's hitting fast.
like, let's go. We
Yeah.
here.
Like the fact you said I've been out of Connecticut for like 10 years now. Like the fact, like, I used to live here my whole entire life, like 21 years or so, and now like, I'll be honest with you guys, like there are some days at work where if I get bored, like I'll go on Google Maps, like those cars that Google drive around, and I take pictures of everybody's house and all the buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll go back and look at old photos of like places I went to when I grew up, even my house, and it looks different. Like that hits
Wow.
you.
Way different.
That hits you.
Well,
Like, it really
dude,
does.
it's pretty much half of the time you've been living here, you already lived in Connecticut. 10 years out of the 21? That's
Yeah.
crazy, actually, thinking
Already
about it
almost
now.
half his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true. Now, do you like it better than Long Island?
See, I feel like that's like a weird question to ask, mainly because like every place has a pro and con. Like I was just telling you a couple minutes ago before we started, like I came in here on a Friday afternoon and traffic was bad. I was cursing, road rage. It was bad.
That's
But like at the same
not
time, like
something I
that's a
can
bad
help with
decision
that.
to come in here at a time of near rush hour on a Friday when it's still nice out. But at the same time, like it's a beautiful night. I have a bunch of you guys obviously friends and family, other people here. Like it's great to come back here. It's a great feeling to just like, see some people that you haven't seen in a while. Go to places. I mean,
We're
listen,
listening to everything right now. Everything.
I agree with him because at the same time, like he's telling me the same thing I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, everybody's got a pro and con. Like I like Connecticut, but at the same time, a lot of it's just empty. Like I drive to my
Wow.
in-laws who live by Mohegan Sun. If you
Ain't nothing going on.
Yeah,
Ain't
Mohegan
nothing
Sun,
going on.
like the casino resorts, Mohegan and Foxwoods are like, it's great. A lot of stuff's happening in there. A lot of gambling, stores. Mohegan Sun's got an arena, so does Foxwoods. But if you drive like 5 miles or 5 minutes outside, outskirts, there's nothing.
Mm.
So like at times where it's peaceful, I do miss the chaos of like so many people here and all that stuff because people you care about.
It's controlled chaos, though.
Exactly. That's the best way to put it.
Bro, I'd go crazy out there.
You would go crazy. I really think you would
Yeah.
because
Not like go crazy like you lose your mind.
Yeah.
because no offense, like I feel like you obviously are a very people person. You're outgoing. It shows in your work too, but it's tough to really like on weekends unless you're going to downtown Hartford every weekend, which is a lot of money and it's a lot of travel. Or if
Also
you're
gets
going,
old.
yeah, and you're getting older too, it's tough to really do stuff. Like I'm lucky to have a family, have a kid, work on weekends. Because if I didn't, like, I'd lose my mind.
Yeah.
Because there'd be nothing to do.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I mean, I will say though, those trips to Mohegan Sun were elite. Because let me tell you, the first time Gio took us to Mohegan Sun, boy.
Did you guys gamble?
It was so
A little bit on the
Yeah.
slots, but nothing crazy.
What about Mike?
I
Mike
was
gambles
gambling
every
in
day
other
of his
ways.
life.
Oh my goodness.
I was gambling, with my chances in the club.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah,
at.
That's what he
Yeah.
usually gambles anyways.
Had a
Doesn't matter if it's Mohegan or it's the AC.
shorty was recently divorced. She needed a fun night, so I gave her that time on the dance floor. That's it. And sometimes that's all you need. We just had that moment, and
I have to ask you a question.
yes,
I feel like you've
please.
been like interviewing me this whole entire time, but I have to flip the tables here.
Time to flip the script.
Yeah, we have to make this about Saucy.
Ooh,
It's your podcast.
ooh.
Hard hitting questions. Good.
Hard hitting
Oh,
questions.
Don't try my chalupa. All right.
Hey, yo.
No.
I was gonna make a Chalupa fans comment, but
Hey, Mark, you gonna take your chain out today?
I'll take it out. I'll take it
Yeah, there's the gif I'm waiting for.
out. You had to.
But on a serious note, one thing about Mike is that, the first impression, a lot of people that like my friends and coworkers that I tell
Thank
you
you,
them
babe.
about, like, I bring up you guys at work all the time and to other friends, and they're like always asking about Mike specifically because they just don't know how you do it.
Because he's a cartoon character.
Like your early 30s, you don't go out every weekend, but when you do, like you make the most of it, and it's respectful. But my question to you is like, you said since sophomore year of college when you came up to visit me, you
Yes.
said, and I quote, "Yo, Gio, like, I'm a changed man. I need to settle down. I gotta find a Mrs. Sauce. You know. Okay. Like,
Ooh.
is there a point where you feel like you know when you're ready to take that next step, or are you still having the fun now before it's too late?
Yeah, I mean, I walk every day, so I'm taking next steps.
Give you that. I'll give you that.
Damn.
No, he speaks things not wrong.
You know, I'm still walking. I had a bad back this week, but I'm still walking, you know. Took some painkillers, muscle relaxers. Now I'm relaxed. Here's the thing. Like, it's not for lack of trying. People get this twisted. Like, it's not for a lack of trying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a player by force, baby. You know, I don't want to be living this life, but I live this life. This life chose me. You feel me? So, like, y'all know just as well as anybody, there are certain women, individuals, queens that I felt a way about, you know, and for whatever reason, you know, like, it didn't work out. But like, they gonna be a king. They're gonna be a queen. I'm gonna still be a king, baby. I'm gonna still be a king, baby. King Saucy, baby. Like I said, you say, you know, next steps. I walk every day. I walk every day. And I talk my talk. No, I'm joking.
So now, I guess that kind of brings me to my thought, because
And I am a character, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I am a
100%
cartoon
are.
series about it. But continue.
well, later. we
Super.
Mike and I have known each other now 24
24
years.
years. 24.
Right, 24 years.
24
Don't worry, I
years.
remember.
And
September 2001.
I guess, yeah, a lot of crazy things happened that month, huh? As long as I've known you and in this like phase of life, right? And I'd say post high school really is where the conversation would come up. Did you ever feel like your personality scared some of these amazing women that you've been involved with and talked to on like a deeper level, etc.? Like, did that ever get in the way for them?
1000%.
Speak more on that.
So you're saying, like, specifically, you're asking, does my personality, like, does my big personality and what comes with
because
being with me?
like we've all agreed that like you're a very outgoing person,
Yes.
right? You wouldn't
Thank
be doing something like this and none of us really would if we weren't. But
Right.
at the same time, you're
And
taking
your
the
work.
charge on it, and you've done multiple versions of like this and other things, and taking charge in leading those type of things.
Yeah.
So, I guess my question would be, I guess exactly how you put it. How has that changed over time, if it has, and what has gotten in the way?
Well, I mean, I think it's a good question because I think it's a multitude of things that have gotten or have been a factor in why a relationship has or hasn't like come to fruition, right? So, for example, my job requires me to be very social, very active, and at times very tapped into my job. Whether it's being in the city, whether it's being with clients, media partners, having to travel. On top of that, obviously, I got my music. We've got our podcast. So I'm doing things outside of work that also require me to be social. You just said it. Being my best friends of 24 and 18 years, right? Mark and I have been brothers for the past 10 years, but have known each other for 20 years. Y'all know me just as well as anybody. I've always been pretty much my entire adult life like that social, outgoing, like, you know, sort of energizer bunny, if you will, right? Like, I own that not only just in my personal life, but also my work life, you know, being the cheerleader. Naturally, okay, here's another part of the conversation. And this is where I'm about to bring this in terms of like the male-female aspect. I got a lot of female friends. A
True.
lot of platonic relationships, never thought about them in that way. They never thought about me in that way.
Female
Right.
best friends.
Right. I'm not going to say that certain situations with friends haven't happened in the past, but I'm talking about like my best friends, like my best friends, like certain shit ain't shit happened. You feel what I'm saying? My best homegirl, who will be unannounced, but she will eventually be on this podcast. She's agreed to come do the podcast. We have had a completely platonic relationship for 18 years, as long as I've known Gio. You know what happened in one of my situations? The girl that I was with at the time was convinced that I had to have
Been
either
involved.
been with her,
I remember
involved
this.
with her, and like it becomes having to explain that conversation. And the one thing that I learned is that like it takes a certain type of woman to be understanding and like welcoming of that. And it's also on me, and this is like the self-reflection aspect. It's on me to sort of be in control of how I might come off. You know, because naturally, yeah, I come off a little flirtatious at times, but like it's not anything like harmful, right? Like
Yeah, it's your friendly side.
Yeah, anybody that's been around me knows that like I'm the most like respectful, like, you know, uplifting person, in my opinion. Y'all could speak for it and disagree with me.
Father
if you want,
Saucy.
You know? So
What are
I
you looking
think,
at me for?
oh, please.
Because
Listen.
you know what I thought? I'm not gonna lie. So, he's just looking in the wrong places. You know, he's going out, meeting these people. You know, at clubs and stuff, like bars. Like it's not the right place.
Yeah.
We have to put him on Christian Mingle as
my
Father
God.
Saucy.
Saucy
my
mingle.
God.
Father
Saucy
Saucy.
Mingle.
The fact you're doing this on the record is crazy.
Oh, man.
That's what we should do. Put him on
Yo.
Christian Mingle. Put him as Father Saucy.
So, you know,
The truth
continue.
of our
Shall
dare.
set you free.
Listen,
We,
Get
I'm
some
telling
holy
you,
water.
we have the
The power
perfect.
of Christ compels you.
you got,
It's not that compelling.
You see, y'all got it all wrong. Instead of saucy on a late night, it's about to be saucy on a ladies' night, y'all.
I mean, that could
Thursday,
be.
Dublin Deck in the summer.
Anyways,
Is that Hofstra strip still active?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Hempstead, New York, we coming to you.
Right out on Hempstead Turnpike. Be there or
Hey,
be
yo,
square.
shout out
oh,
McKebs.
man.
Oh, God.
Dizzy's at 9, and then Kennedy Fried, baby.
Oh, you want
Oh
to talk
my
about
God.
Dizzy's?
Dizzy's
I know
at
there's one
9,
story
and
I
then
can tell
Kennedy
about this
Fried,
man over
baby.
here.
Oh,
that'll
I
make
think that
you-
needs to that. Oh man, that's a story.
So I mean, well, listen, you could say a dozen stories from there.
That's true,
I'm
that's
not
true.
gonna reveal a dozen, okay? But
There's no need.
I mean, the Hofstra strip, penny beers, lines out the door,
There were a lot of nights. That,
fights in the
like,
middle of
yeah.
Hempstead Turnpike. It had everything. It was like Patchogue before Patchogue.
But the best part about it was those are the nights we still talk about.
Yeah. Fact.
We didn't get into too much trouble. We just got into enough interactions with people
Enough-
to make it memorable.
I remember that one night I had, what was it, 8 people in my Jeep,
Yeah,
and we drove down a one-way the wrong way
but it wasn't just a one way.
and got pulled over.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a one way. It was a
Oh.
one way in a really bad area of Hempstead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they yeah. Thankfully, a warning. That's it.
And
Just go
that
home.
warning saved us.
But yeah, man.
Wait, even with 8 people in the car?
Yeah, dude, I was honestly shocked.
Yeah, because I would at least thought
It
they would have
was-
been like, okay, you guys have to stay here and get
Yeah.
picked up after or something.
Bermuda had to sit on somebody's lap in
So
the
did
backseat.
Wooly.
And Wooly too. Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay.
But I genuinely think the cop didn't he just let us go because the area we were in.
It was
And
so
we
bad.
genuinely looked like we didn't know we were going.
Nah, yeah, they went down one of them side streets. Cause like
Why are you looking at me? I wasn't driving.
yeah,
The
they
wrong
went
way- I
down
think
one
Wooly
of them
was
si-
driving,
They
actually,
went
now that
down
I
one of
think
them
about
side
might have
streets
been
right
Wooly.
off the
But
turnpike.
I know one thing for sure. Somebody was on my lap. It wasn't comfortable, and the cop just
It was Bermuda.
and the cop just basically said, "Like you guys got to go."
yeah.
We're like, "All right."
Yeah.
I look around. I see some parts of the town. I'm like, "Yeah, we should definitely go." you know, let's go home.
We were back there next weekend.
Of course we were.
You never went to the Hofstra strip, right?
Not with you guys.
Oh, you
I
went with
went-
Gallo, right?
I went with Gallo, and then I went to The one in Garden, like the ones in Garden City, because I used to go to Adelphi.
Oh, that was.
That's
Did you go with Kevin Heller every now and then too?
With Heller. I think I went once.
Okay.
Bro,
I think I
what
went
was
once.
the name of that spot in
Which
Garden
one?
City?
There was like 3.
Name them.
I don't remember. It was such a long time ago.
I know there was a Spanish one, right? A Latin one.
No, I don't think so. I remember there was one that had Spanish music on one side and then white music on the other side. Yeah, it had both.
What do you
That's
mean
what
by
I'm
white
saying.
music?
Oh, that EDM of
That
Avicii,
EDM,
That
yeah,
Avicii
electronic
era?
music.
On it.
The
Yeah.
bum.
That's
If
when
it
Jersey
was the
Shore was
last
popular.
dance
Yeah,
of
Yeah,
the
that,
night.
that's pretty much what it was
Yeah.
back then.
Prime grenade era.
But that closed down. I think that closed down like 3 months
Dude,
after I went.
Every single one of those
they
closed
all
down
closed,
multiple
man.
times.
No,
Yeah.
but like 3 months after I went. But,
Oh,
but,
okay,
but,
yeah,
but yeah, I think they opened up and then they closed down again and then they opened up again.
Bro.
'Cause-
I remember going past Disney's like last time I was here, just boarded up.
oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah, it's
those.
done.
Yeah,
They're
those are
all
like
gone.
super
It's
done.
done.
Like yeah.
They tried to reopen as another spot, but it was that whole strip is shut down.
Yeah.
It
That
should
whole
be.
strip. That whole, yeah. I mean, they were selling beers to like 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
You
That was
know,
a problem.
And like you said, there was fucking fights. People getting shot.
bro. Every Thanksgiving Eve, dude,
There was
Yeah.
always something.
and it's like it wasn't even the locals
No,
that
it
were
wasn't.
causing trouble. It was the college kids that were drunk as hell out there causing trouble. The only time we ever even when we was in that bad area, nothing happened to us.
No.
But
Well, it wasn't even the college kids. It was the friends of the college kids
True.
who used to go with the college kids.
True.
He's got a point.
because it was everybody that didn't go there that was either back home or like went to visit or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the crazy part. I think I'm glad we brought this up. Long Island club culture back then was insane, dude. Right? Like I was talking with with one of the homies earlier. We used to have Long Island used to be club central. You used to have Crazy Donkey, you used to have the Hofstra Strip, you used to have Dublin's, okay? That was when I was begging for us to go to the club and I had $10 to my name, okay?
Dude, everyone I know still talks about Crazy Donkey. Like I don't think I've our age and up. Literally everyone I know always talks about Crazy Donkey. Whoever went to Crazy
Didn't
Donkey,
you go with him?
Yeah, I did, and I performed there.
Oh,
you performed at
really?
Crazy Donkey.
Yeah,
He
I
performed
were
at
one of the
Crazy Donkey.
headliners.
I didn't even know that.
2010.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
He performed there. He performed at Broadway Bar.
There was another one in Seaford. I forget the name. Oh, Leaky Lifeboat, I think it was.
you did
Leaky
Amityville
Lifeboat.
Music Hall.
Yes, Revolution.
And Revolution too. Yeah.
You guys were at the Leaky Lifeboat show. He performed.
Yes.
Yeah, and
He also did
Revolution.
Revolution.
He
yeah.
did. And most of those places are gone.
Bro.
Broadway's still going, I think.
Yeah, AMH is
Well,
still.
because it's
still around.
Amityville Music Hall.
Yeah, no, it's still. They get a decent turnout from what I hear too.
I didn't know that.
It's like turned around a little bit.
Bro, that
But
was
there's
when
also,
I, thought we
I
were
mean,
going big.
the one of the few places that's still going bar-wise. Nutty
Yeah.
Irishman is still, I think.
Wow.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Well, there's
Nutty's
two
still-
nutties, right?
Yeah, there's two
Nutty
nutties now.
Irishmans. Yeah, in Smithtown.
One
and
in the
Farmingdale.
OG
The one
in
in
Farmingdale,
Farmingdale.
and then
the Smithtown one.
wow.
Yeah. The
I mean-
Farmingdale one never. There's always people there.
There's
Yeah.
always
There's
people.
always
Every
people
night.
there. Every like it's a Friday
It's in a
clockwork
perfect
thing.
spot.
Right.
Right by Farmingdale State College.
Yeah.
Right
the
on the
main
strip.
Right on
Right
110.
by the train station.
Right off
Yeah.
110.
Yep.
You're right. No, it is a perfect spot for
It
everything.
is.
Uh.
Gimlet
Guys.
Library Cafe.
We are forgetting. Oh, Library Cafe is good too. We're forgetting the granddaddy of them all.
Oh man,
Spa Fridays.
Spa Fridays.
Spa Fridays.
Spa Thanksgiving Eve too.
Spa.
That one Thanksgiving Eve we did.
Come on now. Stop playing with them. Okay. It was the one place that smelled filthy in there, and it smelled so good at the same time.
Wow.
Right. Like this place was literally ablaze with
There's a
like
joke there somewhere.
cigarettes. Like
You
like,
can make it.
smelled
I ain't saying it.
completely-
I don't know.
I
Smelled
am.
completely like but you had to go dressed to the nine, like
You had to be in a button up.
button down,
Yeah, I remember.
dress
that.
shoes,
Yep.
nice, like not baggy jeans. There was guys that tried to come in there with Jordans, and these were like Italian slick back hair type guys, right? Wouldn't let them in.
If they were all black Jordans, you could get away with it though.
Barely, dude.
Barely, but you
Barely,
could.
bro. Back then, it was so like you could get in with like some you could get in with these black Jordan 6s or what Gio got or what anybody got on really right now. Back then, nah, you gotta go, boy. Gotta go, my boy. Or you gotta pay this $100 to get in, my boy. Right?
What was that one? Another legendary one up in Port Jeff. What was that spot?
Schaefer's.
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 R.I.P.
You remember it?
R.I.P.
You remembered it before I did.
Because there was so many things that happened at Schaefer's,
Oh yes, there was.
Yeah, there
especially
was.
for myself. That summer before I left,
That was the summer. No,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was.
It
Summer
was,
of
yeah.
Because it was the
2015.
same summer
2015,
where
yeah.
you had a certain fling, and we're not going to name
No, we
names.
good with that.
Who, me?
Yeah, where it was
Oh.
a very memorable,
We're good with that.
Oh,
Yeah,
We
she's
don't
a
very-
need to
great
talk about
woman.
that.
very
She's a
memorable
great-
stint.
She's a great woman.
You know, had a nice 2-week stretch and DFA'd.
He's,
All
he's
that.
talking about different one. The other one was with
I
me.
can't. No, we're not discussing.
That's what I'm saying. No, I saw your face. The other one was with me, not with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
We love you, Saucy.
Um,
But
shout
But
out
yeah,
Dooney
Schaefer's.
Civic. Shout out
Schaefer's.
Dooney Civic.
Yeah,
those were good times. I like
it
Schaefer's.
was.
I used
No,
to like
it was a
Schaefer's.
great place.
I like Port Jeff.
Well, that's why I was saying shout out Dooney Civic, because that was when our boy Dooney had the
The
old
old
Oh
Civic.
my
yeah.
goodness.
He had the old school '97 Civic.
Was that the Civic with like all the weird
Yes.
lighting inside?
Yes.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
You know, I
And the bench back seat.
yeah, I had to go water a garden, and I needed to use his car. So
Before this goes out of hand, I'm changing subjects right here. Gio,
That's a harsh change of subject.
Yeah,
So-
Go on.
so question:
What's up?
being outside of New York as a New York sports fan, because you literally, what is it? Rangers,
I mean, Rangers, Jets, Knicks,
Knicks,
Yankees,
baseball,
obviously.
Yankees,
Yeah.
like
Chalupas.
literally. But literally, like, you are a New York sports fan to the T. Like, literally all of New York teams. Like, how does it feel being outside of New York
It's a great question.
as a New York sports fan?
It's genuinely a great question because it's mixed. Because it depends. The further up north you go, the more Bostonian teams you see and fans and everything. And like,
Today was probably really interesting for you
it was great work today.
after
I
last
was
night.
just making. I wasn't saying anything.
No, you can't.
No. I just
What, a couple yesterday? You say?
after
Yeah, with the
yesterday's-
game,
Yeah,
Yankees winning last night.
yeah, winning
against the
game
Sox.
3 of the wild card series. Just all I did was play Cam Schlittler highlights at work. And if
Damn.
anybody said anything, I just said, "Hey, man, my desk, my rules." But regardless, to answer your question, it's weird because, you know, the more north you go, the more of a mix you get. Because if you go to, like, let's say Fairfield, Greenwich County, which is like right by Stanford,
Mhm.
that's all New York.
Okay.
A lot of New York-based teams. Like most of my friends that also like are Rangers fans in Connecticut live in Stanford, live in Norwalk, which is right by where the border is of Connecticut and New York.
Right. I was about to say.
Whereas Massachusetts, specifically like Agawam or like Enfield, Connecticut, which is right by the border, a lot of Red Sox, a lot of Bruins fans. So it doesn't really bother me too much because, you know, the one thing that kind of molded me to not really get too uptight about it is because, you know, most of the teams we root for have 2 New York teams of each sport. Like the Islanders, there's the Mets, obviously, the Giants, the Bills, technically, the Sabres. So you're kind of like already trained to find people that don't like the teams you like.
Well, and then there's also the Jersey teams in certain aspects
Yeah.
too, like the Devils.
The Devils.
Right. I mean, listen, nobody cares about the Nets, but like when the Nets were in Jersey, especially, they had a very loyal fan base.
I didn't know the Devils were in Jersey.
Yeah.
New Jersey Devils.
New Jersey Devils.
yeah.
man.
Well, and Jersey and Connecticut, and correct me if I'm wrong, Gio, are very weird places because, to your point, Connecticut, you have the sort of Boston, New England,
Yep.
New York blend, right? So those are crossroads. But then when you go to Jersey, it's like that New York, also splash of Jersey, but also splash of Philly too.
Yeah. 'Cause
Do,
like
do they actually do Philly? In
South
Jersey?
Jersey or
South
Philly
Jersey,
fans?
South Jersey,
is
definitely.
right by Philly.
Okay, so that's why.
Yeah.
You're like Atlantic City area.
I
type
didn't
vibes?
know that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
will say,
Like
though,
Camden, New Jersey's like 15 minutes from Philly.
but, you know, a lot of times with those areas, especially Connecticut, it's tough because Jersey at least has the Devils. Connecticut has no professional sports teams.
When was the last? Educate the audience. When was the last professional sports team in Connecticut?
I mean, you get to the Hartford Whalers before 1997. And you could say the Connecticut Sun now for the WNBA, but
Right.
there's already, like, movement to get them in Boston. or Texas.
Right. A
So-
bigger market, basically.
Yeah, so technically there is one, but every team is minor leagues. So it's like the one running joke from a lot of residents of Connecticut or people that have lived there like their lifers always said like, we're the stepchild of New York and Boston. Like we're right in the middle.
Wow.
Like a lot of people that work for an ESPN or visit ESPN, like the first question I hear a lot when I'm like in the facilities and I, see like people that work there or like celebrities that go on shows, for example, like the first thing they ask is like, how far is Boston from here? How far is New York City?
Keep going. Keep
Okay.
going.
But yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's like you're smack dab in the middle of things, and at least Jersey still has the Devils to an extent.
Right.
But yeah, it's a weird area to be a sports fan when there's no professional team in the state.
Well, I think that's the power and also the curse of being in New York and also near a market like Boston, too. Because you've got the largest metropolitan area in all of the United States, the second largest in, if I'm not mistaken, well, it's the second largest city, if I'm not mistaken, in North America.
New York?
Mexico City, if I'm not mistaken, has a higher population.
I believe you might be right, but I can't confirm.
I thought LA did.
Could be
LA
LA.
is behind, so New York is at 8 million. LA is at around 3, if I'm not mistaken. Chicago's around 2. Those are the top 3.
Where does Mexico City fit?
North America.
Okay.
The population density is
Okay.
very crazy. Let's actually look it up right now.
But while you look that up, I think that's why like you see these sports leagues like the NBA trying to host
In different
Mexican City
yeah.
tournaments.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna change the game too because we even like NFL overseas.
Yeah.
Right, we've seen Germany this year, London. Aren't
They
they,
did-
doing
they did double
Ireland
last
last week?
Yeah.
Right? Is London this week?
I think it's London. London and Germany are like the next games.
For the Olympics?
No,
No,
for
for
NFL.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay,
with,
so
with the World Baseball Classic, like
Yeah.
the Puerto Rico game.
Wait,
a few years
NFL has
ago,
a
the Mexico
Worlds
game.
thing too?
Yeah, man.
oh, yeah. They
Yeah.
do London. They're doing Dublin this year, right?
They did double
They
last
They
just
year.
did
last week.
Dublin last week.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it was a 9:30 game.
Oh, Gio, have you eaten today?
Yeah.
Okay. There's pizza. That's why I didn't know.
No?
We could talk about it after.
Okay.
So,
I'm Italian. I got some room in me. You know how it is. You know the vibes.
That man never said no to a slice, for sure.
No, if I say no to a slice, there's something wrong with me.
Yeah,
a New York slice?
Exactly.
Yeah.
facts.
Although,
Oh, he's gonna start with.
Do you have a
this.
good one? Do you have a good one by you?
No, he's gonna say that no.
Wait,
Hartford.
wait,
New Haven
before-
style
New Haven.
pizza.
No, before we even get
but
to
we
there.
can discuss that later.
So just to answer the question, Mexico City is the highest population in North America at 9.2 million.
Okay.
That's
wow.
crazy.
New York is at 8.3.
Yeah.
Mexico
followed by-
City?
That's
is
the
what you said?
largest. New York is
Mexico
the
City
largest in the
is-
country
Is the
Yeah.
largest city by population in the entire North America.
by 1 million people, 1.2 million people. Roughly.
Is that because
Right.
all the Spanish people?
Huh?
That because all the Spanish people?
No, it's
No.
because of Germans.
So it is because all the Spanish people?
Yes.
So
Okay.
I would assume the proximity to the United States.
Well, that's what I'm
and
asking. No,
it's-
it was a real question. That's what I'm asking.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a question?
Mexico,
No, it's a real
right?
question. It's a
Okay.
real question.
Like people
I thought
on
we were
the
going off the rails
on the
for
border.
a second.
yeah
No,
on
no,
the
no.
well, so Mexico City. I mean, Mexico City's not near the border.
Well,
No, but in terms of proximity, you can make it work.
Sure.
I
don't
don't know. I
know.
was just asking.
This
It was a real question if
So,
you had
like,
the answer to
what I'm saying is, it's in between two
Yeah.
major pieces of land.
of land. Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Okay. Yes.
So
Yes.
because of that, people naturally are gonna flock to the middle,
Yeah.
and then all right, I want to take a vacation here. Boom, I can go there,
True.
go there, I
Or
can
like
go there, I can
Bogota,
go there. It's
Colombia.
just a midpoint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Mexico City, New York City, Los Angeles, Toronto, Chicago. That's the 5.
Makes sense.
Maybe my wife is in Toronto. Who knows? Back to this pizza debate. Talk to us about New Haven style pizza.
See, this is the thing that I don't want to get in trouble with the
New Yorkers.
still New York crowd. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but I'm just saying you got to give New Haven style pizza a chance. It's incredible.
What is New Haven style pizza for me that doesn't
For
know?
New Haven style pizza, think of
It ain't
like
shit.
brick oven.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's
brick
like
oven.
it's a thin slice, but the crust is crunchy.
Oh, but it's thin.
It's a thin sliced pizza.
So it's more thin than New York pizza.
Oh yeah, it's way much thinner.
Oh,
Okay,
it's half that.
My
Yeah.
parents will love that
It's half
because
that.
my parents love thin
And I was
pizza.
introduced to it because I went to Quinnipiac. That's why I went to Connecticut in the first place. And
I got a story for that.
well, we do. But the Frank Pepe's original spot in New Haven, because there's one one street in New Haven called Worcester Street, and there's two famous pizzerias back to back. So there's Frank Pepe's, and then there's Sally's. And then there's another pizzeria down the road called Modern, but they all do the same New Haven style, like I just mentioned. Thin crust, or thin sliced, crunchy crust. And it goes down easy. It's amazing. It's how the Italians made it when they emigrated over here originally in the 1900s.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, no, people like it.
And for the record, I love New York slices. Like I can't pick. Like I've had both for
you
half
like
my
both.
life each, and yeah, I just recommend if anybody goes to Connecticut, New Haven style pizza is a must try. Frank Pepe's or Sally's or Modern.
So it's like going to Chicago and needing to try the deep dish.
Exactly. Like you want
Just
a
to try
deep
it.
dish just to try it. Like
Just to try it.
I know some people get really.
I don't
Yeah.
like deep dish.
My
You don't like
issue,
pizza?
I don't like deep dish.
That's fair.
Detroit style. You need
I-
to try it.
It's not for everybody.
Detroit
it's a
style.
lot
you
to
need
handle.
Start. You need to try
My
it.
issue with the thin like brick oven style at New Haven is that they leave it in just a smidge too long.
It's
That
burnt
crust is
crust.
burnt, and
Mhm.
like I just can't eat something.
You probably have to go to a good place to get
It's
it
a
like perfectly
preference.
done. No,
And-
that makes sense.
because I feel like it just takes all the flavor out.
Yes.
That's
And that's fair. You know, it's not for everybody, that's for sure. Because I know some people that don't like crunchy food, they're not going to like it.
Well, in Colombia, they make a lot of, let's say, thin pizza, and I think it's good, but it's not burnt.
I like a crunchy edge crust, like around,
Like
Okay.
Detroit style pizza. I'm telling you, you got to try it, guys.
but I don't like the under being crunchy.
Okay,
Bro.
you
That's
you,
all.
you want the
But
under
burnt.
to be soft, but you want the crust to be
Yeah, yeah.
crusty.
See, I've always liked crunchy foods, so that's why I love the New Haven style. Like, I'm infamous. So there's one story I think you guys might be aware of, but if not, fun story time. When I worked at my local Fox station, like, one thing I was
Keep
like-
going.
Okay.
No,
All right, one thing I was a fan of, I still am a fan of burnt popcorn. It's a very controversial topic to some people.
Yeah, you're out of
Yeah.
your mind.
See,
You
he's
can
already
hold that.
starting with me, bud. So there was a microwave right behind the studio. You know where this is going. So I brought it to work one day as a snack, and I burnt it because I burnt it naturally. I just did it to do it. And next thing you know, I get a heads up from the director of the station, or not the station, but like the floor crew, and like, oh, the news, the meteorologist just called you out on national TV. What are you talking about? Like, I didn't do anything. I'm just here at my desk. Sure enough, I watched a segment, and this guy, Dan Moranti, I don't know if you watch this, God bless you, hope you're doing well. I doubt he's watching it, but he said, as he smelt it mid weather report, he's like, what smell is that? Is that burnt popcorn? And the other meteorologist was like, no, it smells like a pot roast. And the other meteorologist, Dan, was like, no, that's burnt popcorn. And then you hear in the background, oh, it was Gio. And then he goes, Gio? Burnt as popcorn? What's wrong with you, man? Why are you eating burnt popcorn? On live television. All the world calling me out because I eat burnt popcorn.
Never knew you got shouted out.
I have the video on Facebook. I'll send it to you afterwards.
Yo, you're a trip, bro.
But I'm going to just say this right now. Like, I don't have a problem with that type
Okay.
of stuff.
All right.
What? I can wrap it up. That's all I was gonna say. Like, you know,
Okay.
don't call me out on live TV when I'm behind the scenes, buddy. Just tell me like man to man. I love you, but like it proves my point that like if you don't like something, it's okay to disagree, but like don't air it out like, on public.
It's fine if you air it out yourself. Just no one else.
Exactly. Thank you. For me to air it out like 13 years later, but it's okay.
Oh my Jesus!
This is his- this
you
is
took
his-
that. You took that personal. Bro.
Yeah, like
This
we
is
talk
his
about
therapy
burnt
session.
food. I'm like, you know what? I've had this like grudge for 10
Right.
plus years.
You probably in you were fighting a mental battle. You might like, should I beat this guy's ass right now?
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, thank you. But it's like, I don't know. I just wanted to enjoy burnt popcorn. But apparently, I had to be judged on national television. I still hold that with me to this day.
Let me tell
I
you.
don't burn popcorn at my work anymore. I do it at home. and then my wife gets mad at me. Can't win.
I can imagine her looking at you while you're eating the popcorn, like just trying to enjoy it.
Well, that's another thing. Speaking of wives, so I recommend. I'm sorry if I'm taking over your podcast right now.
No, you do you. That's why we
Okay.
brought you in.
Dude, you're balling right now.
Okay, because like, I see Pia. Do you watch Grey's Anatomy?
Yes.
You do? What season are you on?
She watched all of them.
You watched all of it. Okay, great. Man, I originally watched it because my wife, lovely wife, was like, she's watching it. I wanted to give it a chance. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I hate this type of stuff. Like,
It's good.
I'll
What do
give
you
it a
mean?
chance. Bro, I'm on season 12.
Wow.
Oh damn! You
Yeah,
went
you
up to
did.
season
I'm on
12?
season
Yeah,
12.
you deep. You deep.
Bro,
Pia in the back just screeched laughed. It was funny as hell.
yo, I'm dead ass though. Like, I was originally trying to catch up with season 4 of The Bear. I still have to watch Superman. I gotta watch Marvel Zombies. I gotta watch all these shows.
Are
But
you-
I'm still trying to find out what happens to like Meredith
Are
in the show.
are you watching the other one with it?
What other
The
one?
fire department one.
Oh, Station 19.
Yeah.
So the
I love Station
The
19.
Compromise, great show. The Compromise is we watch Station 19 when we get to that when it starts. But General Practice, I didn't watch that.
No,
No, screw that.
dude.
Amelia's the only good character that comes out of that show.
Dude, I
See you head nodded. You agree?
I love Station 19 over Grey's Anatomy.
I'm fascinated.
Really?
by
That's
this
just me,
right now.
yeah.
All right. So why you say that?
I don't know. It's
I
just,
haven't watched Station 19. I'm gonna take your word for it.
It-
But like,
it's just more my type of show. I
Okay.
like. I don't know. I like that show more. But I didn't start Grey's Anatomy from season 1. I started from season 4, and then I had to go back.
that was your first mistake.
Yeah, which is what I'm saying. Like maybe that's why. But like Station 19, I saw from the beginning.
But
I
I
have
was bringing it
zero
up
idea what
because
any of this is right now.
This is basically just me trying to say like, you know, you
He
don't
does
know
think for
what
his wife.
you like. Like you could judge a book by its cover, but until you actually read the book, you don't know. Like
Right.
you might hate burnt popcorn, but if you take a bite, you might like it.
But you know what? I like New York slices over fucking New Haven slices.
That's fair.
Nah,
I
I'm
respect that
Let
opinion.
me tell you something right now.
Right.
This
pop
guy
off, King.
Gio, when we came up there for the first time, he's like, I gotta take you guys to this pizzeria, right? He said it for like 2 straight days. And at one point I flipped out and I said, Gio, this better be the best fucking pizzeria that you ever took us to. Okay? You've been talking about this thing for freaking 3 days. 3 days. He took us to the pizzeria. It was pretty damn good. But yeah, it was pretty damn good. It was pretty damn good. It was pretty damn good. I was like, I didn't think I was gonna like that burnt shit. Nah, that shit is fire. That shit is fire. So, not more than New York, but I like it. Okay.
So
I
Mike
like it.
Mike also likes burnt popcorn. That's what I understood from this.
I
Burnt
mean,
popcorn.
listen, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
That just confirms it.
See?
See? Yeah.
See?
Exactly. You
Yeah,
burn
that-
it, you eat it.
That sounds like a future mother over there. If you burn it, you're gonna eat it, man. That sounds like my mama. Shout out, mama. There's nothing, and this ends the pizza conversation. There's nothing like a Long Island specialty slice, though. Just like our bagels, okay? Egg everything bagels, right? Caesar salad slices,
I'm gonna say-
ravioli slices.
New York
Okay.
bagels are the best. There's no question. There's no argument. That's one of the few things nobody can talk to me about.
Thank you.
Like you mentioned, oh, I had this bagel in Florida. Well, you can have that bagel. You can go down south. I don't care what you say. You got no opinion.
Ain't even got no
Yeah.
bagel shops down south.
Exactly.
Barely.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it up here. I really
Dude.
don't. They have some sort of grease that they put in there because it really
the
does
water.
taste
It's
better.
way different.
Yeah, it
It's the
tastes so
water.
much better. I don't know
We-
what it is.
Yeah, but it's probably water. But when we were down in Florida for Andre's wedding, and we searched for a place that was
Einstein Bros. Terrible.
what?
He went to Einstein's is what he's trying to say.
No. We went to a different spot.
Einstein Bros.
Was that a place?
You're talking about the place where we got the egg sandwiches
Yeah, yeah,
on the
yeah.
hard rolls, but
Yeah.
they from New York.
Right.
Like they were from here. They were from.
They import their water, dude.
yeah, they were from. They
Wait, they import their water?
I'm
Yeah,
telling
they
you, man,
import
the
it.
water is
down.
very important to the
Wait, is that
process.
serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
To
Swear
make their
God.
rolls, because
to
nowhere
God.
down there had like your
the water
general deli
needed
rolls.
to make the bagels, right?
Wait, you being serious? So
Dead
so they
serious.
import their water just to make it good?
Yeah, because they got a lot of New Yorkers down there, so
Oh,
they come
shit.
down
Like
looking
in
for
Boca.
a sandwich and like
Yeah, Boca.
boom.
Well, yeah, no, it makes sense. It's just I've never known that the water was that important.
It's like that. When you
Yeah.
got a New York style bagel spot down there, they import it.
Would they
import the water.
would they do the same thing for the pizza then?
I would assume.
Because
I would assume some
I'm guessing
places do.
Some
pizza
places
would be
do.
the same thing. No, the
Some
water to
places
make
do.
the dough.
But you got to be careful because, like, listen, some places in Florida don't have good pizza. They say they're New York, but they're not.
And that's spoken from a true Italian right there.
No. I'm just asking, because I'm guessing the water would be for the dough too, right? For the
Yes.
dough to make
Yeah.
the pizza.
Yeah.
It'd be the same thing.
I'm just saying, like, there's more false advertising with pizza down there than bagels.
What's more common?
Exactly.
Well, I feel like you hear more about the pizza over the bagels.
Yeah.
Like everyone always says, "Oh, New York pizza, New York pizza." No one really
That's
says,
because
"Oh, go get
yeah.
the New York bagel." Like no one says that. You know what I
you
mean?
can have pizza for lunch and dinner. Bagels are mainly a breakfast.
Is that why?
I think so.
Yeah, because like, let's say like my family or friends of my family, like when they come from Colombia or different places, like it's always,
pizza and bagels.
"Oh, I want to try the pizza, not the bagels." Always, I want to try a New York pizza.
Have you introduced them to the bacon, egg, and cheese?
Salt, pepper, ketchup.
Okay, that's your answer.
Uh,
No, you stuttered. No,
You're doing it.
No, right, exactly.
I didn't think about it.
No,
Do it.
well, now you
Don't
can
need to.
Right.
Just show them.
All right.
We
I know
already-
the first thing to
you
do
see,
next time.
We already talked about how that wood was as thick as your brain. Okay, get a little softer. Get a little soft. Soften up. Soften up. Right. Anyways, I feel like we have touched on a range of topics today. Any final thoughts or any closing thoughts?
Wait,
One from me.
did you not bring a
Do we have a fun fact?
fun fact of the day, or did
Oh wow,
you forget?
Can't forget
I
that.
did not.
You can't forget the saucy fact of the day.
Do we have a sponsor?
Sponsored by Bonehead Breaks.
Sponsored by Bonehead Breaks. Shout
I
out
can't
Bonehead
spell it
Breaks.
out, so it's up to you this
Shout out,
time.
shout out,
Bonehead
shout out.
Breaks on Whatnot, TikTok, and Instagram.
I actually do have a fun fact because I looked up this stat.
Every
earlier.
60 seconds, a
BONE.
minute passes.
Sponsored by Bonehead Breaks. BONEHEAD. Do they have the underscore? Is it the underscore or the hyphen?
I think it's the underscore.
I think it's an
Don't-
underscore.
Don't quote me on
I
that.
can't remember, but it breaks BREAKS,
S.
not the Z. I don't know why I thought they had the Z in there.
Maybe if it was like 12 years ago, they would have done
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, because we always say breaks,
yeah,
and we try to Z it up.
Well, that
Okay.
blue cheese page now.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked that out, yeah, Blue Cheese.
I actually think that's
Same
funny.
people that
Nick.
run Bonehead Breaks. Our guys, Schmock and Nick Butt. They do weekly recaps of the Giants and Packers. Funny stuff.
Blue cheese.
Yeah, just don't want to quote them because I don't want to get you guys in trouble, but some good stuff on there.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Very funny, especially for like non-NFL fans.
Yeah, well, that's why. Like, I'm not a football fan or anything, so I
I'm
don't
curious
really care.
how the company on Mike's hat's gonna feel about this.
Why did you even say that, Taylor?
I mean, it's
Nah,
not
I'm
like
joking. Shout out them. My homegirl actually works there, so
oh,
shout out
okay,
them.
you're good.
Yeah, shout out the Zone for the bucket hat.
Could you
Does-
get me one?
Yeah, actually.
You have the Game 7 hat?
Damn it, I forgot to do it, Gio. I told you to tell me. Okay.
I just told you.
Oh, no, okay. So I'm going to drop it off tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
he's gonna be in the area tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to be it because I hoop out here. Okay, so I actually do have a stat for you all.
Stat.
Okay. A fact of the day.
Okay.
Single women in the United States. You were talking about, Gio was talking about, no, actually Taylor asked the question of, like, what's gotten in the way or what has been a factor in, like, me being in a situationship. We're obviously the two single brothers on this pod, okay? You know, shout out the queen off camera, okay? Shout out your queen back home. So, while there isn't a precise single figure, okay, the U.S. Census Bureau reported in 2022 that approximately 46% of all American adults are single. Given that the total adult population is over 250 million people, we know that it's closer to probably about 320 million, if I'm not mistaken, at this point. This means the number of single women over 21 is well over 100 million.
That makes sense.
To get a more exact figure, you would need to know the most current Census Bureau on the women over 21, but it's well over 100 million in the United States. So if there's not any hope before reading that stat, there better be hope after reading that stat.
You said that was reported by the Census Bureau?
This was based off of recent census data
Okay.
from 2022.
Watch this. Here's why I think that's incorrect. And I'll start my thoughts on this is because when you go and file on the census, you have to file, you have to click or whatever, however you fill it out. Married, single. Divorced, like whatever those numbers are. So for everybody who punched the single portion, that's how it went down. Because you're not married, but you might be in a relationship, but you still are single.
Fair.
Which a lot of people do, because I know a lot of people who do that.
What I will say, though, and it's not to contradict that argument, but it's to add a different perspective. There were 2 studies from colleges that we had done on the Sunday Saucecast where they had reported the amount of single young women being nearly half the rate of single young men. And the reason why is because they found, I think this was like the University of Texas and then like New Brunswick. I forget exactly.
There's
I'll
also
have to check.
there's a lot more men than women.
I think
in general. That's one.
That's why I feel like
it. So there's different reasons, right? Let him finish,
Can we fact check that?
I don't have my phone.
Okay, somebody got to fact check that. But let's go with the fact that let's assume that
Comment down below if I'm wrong.
right.
I just want to comment that you're wrong. And I have no factual information.
This study, right, or these studies found that single young men are finding more pleasure in the home versus actually going out.
That I believe.
So that's
100%
where
I
I
believe
say that we might think, based off of perception that like all the good ones are sort of taken, but it gives some sort of hope and thinking to, okay, maybe we just haven't found our person yet.
Christian Mingle.
Saucy mingle.
Father Saucy.
I'm just saying.
Saucy on a ladies' night.
But so my thing with that is, I feel like with social media and everything, women feel more empowered to, let's say, find a man that's over 6'4", that's making more than $300,000 a month. Yes, if you see like
Do you know where I can
these
find one?
TikToks, dude, I said the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. But have you seen the TikToks where they're like, they have to make more than 300,000, and
they
and
like
there's,
say
and there's
it matches like 1%.
That's such perception,
I've
though,
seen that.
dude.
no, but
It is.
okay, but
That's such like that they're putting on such like that's a small sample size of like women. Like those women are glorified because they're getting clicks,
but
and views.
But have
Those
you been?
views.
But have you been out and actually talked to women? You have all the time. That's what I'm saying. But there's a difference between you hang out with women at a higher standard of society.
Oh, my
Yes or
glasses
no?
back on. I plead the fifth.
Okay. So, dude, if you go out to like a normal bar, well, at least like I have, when I don't go out with you guys, literally, there's a lot of women who, when they feel scorned, they don't go back to guys. Like I know, I'm not gonna say it's a big stat. I know, but I know a few that literally just went straight to women, and they've never gone back.
We have a stat confirmation, folks.
Thank you, Pia. Women make up 50%, don't they?
There's more women than men
Okay.
by 10 million.
There you go.
It's not by a lot.
No, but that's
but
that's
it is
enough
more
to-
women than men.
That's enough to make different numbers.
No. There is more women than men. But so I was wrong. See,
Comment to the chat.
now we have a fact
We knew you
checker.
were wrong.
Now we have fact checker. God dang
Be
it.
uncommon. No, I'm joking.
But so there's women who do that, right? The other thing is, the guys see this stuff and they're scared to talk to women
Yes.
nowadays.
Yes.
Yep.
Because if you do, that T app, have you seen about the T app?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like that. Are we
Yeah.
dating the same guy thing on Facebook?
Yeah.
Dude, like
They do
Like,
it
they
on
talk
Facebook
stuff.
too.
yeah, people see that and they're like, damn, like
I don't want to get aired out. in
I'm not gonna
public,
get
right?
yeah, I don't want
Do
to get
eat
aired
burnt
out.
Yeah,
popcorn?
but listen, I think that's a large. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying like guys do think about they're never gonna say it because as a guy you're not supposed to
Show your emotion.
show
like
your
that.
emotion, feel less, any of that, but like we do.
I think that the failure to express the emotion combined with the insecurity of or fear of being put on one of those apps is a bigger sign of mental illness or mental insecurity within the men of today.
Agreed.
But it's also a society problem too. The fact that
I 1,000%
something like that
agree it's a
exists.
society problem. Social media is just as much of a curse as it is
100%.
a blessing.
100%.
Correct.
Because you've got people who otherwise wouldn't be platformed and wouldn't be glorified or wouldn't even get attention. Forget glorified. They wouldn't get attention if social media didn't exist. And that's
Fair
for
point.
women and men.
Yeah,
So that's for all the women hating men, and that's for all the men hating women.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
That's fair.
You're right.
And so now you've got a dynamic where both of those are going at each other, and it takes somebody that's really secure within themselves to actually go up and approach a woman,
100%.
right? And I think that's
Or
part of
or a woman to approach a man.
Well, that's what we were
True.
talking. That was what we were talking about last.
I love that energy. I love that energy.
We were talking about that on the last podcast.
1,000%.
I got approached.
I appreciate that.
I got
like-
approached.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the difference in an approach is that we were talking about in the last episode.
Yeah.
Because, like we mentioned, we know people who've been successful in different areas, getting approached on apps, doing the approaching. Like it's kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah. The moral of the story is that Gio and Mark are doing it right, and Mike and Taylor got to figure it out. So,
Christian Mingle.
That's not
hey,
true.
Saucy mingle. And we're going to mingle on up out of here. All right. This was the Saucy on a Late Night Podcast, episode 2. We will be back. Gio, we certainly are going to be having you back. So,
I would love nothing
whenever
more.
you come back home, you have a home here. my
Well, I
friend.
mean, next month. Remember?
Okay. You heard that? We're going to hold him to it.
The
man.
Rangers game.
We
You're hooking us up.
We're going to hold him to it. We're going to hold him to it. Hey,
We got to
might-
get Tom on here,
we
too.
might
Yeah,
we might
you
do
go.
this outside of Madison Square Garden. Okay, stop playing with me.
Yeah, we got to get Tom on here, too.
Tom on this podcast would be something.
And let's put a nice parental advisory label.
F-16s and all.
Mark is gonna get this dog to hop up. Let's do this right there. 5, 4, 3. Oh
She doesn't
no.
wanna come.
Okay, no. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
she doesn't
Love
wanna
you.
come.